Ready?
Myself, yeah.
1 2 1 2. London, this is Ramadan Radio 87.9 FM, and you are listening to Muslim Belal Takeover. So this is the Muslim Belal Takeover on Ramadan Radio 87.9 FM, live from London. And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We're into the last 10 days of Ramadan, ladies and gentlemen. This is my first time hosting a radio station, and it's an absolute honor and a blessing to be here with you guys. It's been a crazy journey. I want everyone from my Instagram to be locked in, and our Instagram is Ashley Belal Chin, spelled B-E-L-A-L, Ashley Belal Chin. You guys have been on a journey with me since my conversion to Islam at 19 years old. Alhamdulillah, I come from South London. For those who don't know, my parents are Jamaican. And I took my Shahada when I was 19 in South London. And it's the best decision I made in my life. And since taking that Shahada, I was asked to travel all around the country to different universities and schools and different estates and cities, talking about my journey, inspiring the teenagers and young people. And then I was asked to travel all across Europe. And after Europe, it was all over the world. I found myself in Indonesia, Malaysia, Pakistan, Egypt, all over the world, telling this story of why I converted from the streets to Islam. And the truth is, I found peace in this religion. So I hope to share that story with you guys a little bit today. And I want you guys to interact with me. I want you guys to call in and share your stories. The call-in number is 0203 621 7590. That's 0203 621 7590. So since doing this journey and going around the world talking about my story, conversion from the streets to Islam, I started making poetry, like albums, Nasheeds, because I was heavily involved in the music industry before. And one of my favorite poems that I'd like to kick off today's show with is one that basically breaks everything down. This is a journey. This life is a journey. I made this journey end with a pleasant end with Jannah, inshallah. But my favorite one is definitely called Traveler. So if you guys want to come on a journey with me, I'm going to play this one for you right now. And the words start off with Walk With Me. And this is Traveler by Muslim Belal. Let's go. Bear with me 1 second, London town. If you guys know this one, I want you guys to call in, and we're going to be doing a competition as well. We're going to be doing a competition as well regarding my
From
track.
Switzerland, man, you were amazing guy.
Traveler.
MashaAllah, keep up the good work.
What a journey. Walk with me. Walk with me.
This morning I was chilling out in London. Then I ended up in Istanbul. Last night I was in Switzerland. I'm a traveler on these lands. Sitting on a boat going Santander. Cross the border to Morocco, Tangier. Next month shall be Pakistan. I'm a traveler on these lands. This morning I was chilling out in London. Then I ended up in Istanbul. Last night I was in Switzerland. I'm a traveler on these lands. Sitting on a boat going Santander. Cross the border to Morocco, Tangier. Next month shall be Pakistan. I'm a traveler on these lands.
10 years of traveling. I say this journey's been amazing. Give up something for Allah, replaces it with something much better. You see, this life is a funny thing. I was daydreaming in Mina, then Arafat in the blazing heat. Muzdalifah was a perfect sleep underneath the stars on the concrete. This belief here is concrete. Allah, look at what you done for me. Seriously, look at what he done to me. I wish I could stop all my sins. I conceal them because they're embarrassing. I'm ashamed of my bad deeds, but that would never stop me getting on my knees.
This morning I was chilling out in London. Last night I was in Switzerland. Sitting on a boat going Santander. Cross the border border to Morocco, Tangier. Yes, mom shall be Pakistan.
What a life.
I'm a traveler on these lands.
Life of a traveler. Journeyman crossing different lands. Can't live this life with a closed fist. Feel like the young boy in The Alchemist. Rather sit with animals than humans. Cause it's like these humans ain't human. It's like their hearts ain't even red. You can't justify that type of bloodshed. And they could never get inside my head. Too comfortable with the man I am. Powerful, firm on his feet I stand. Their weaknesses, I don't understand. These streets already taken way too many. Cancer already taken way too many. I continue on this journey, soldier, with some mayor on my shoulder.
This morning I was chilling out in London. Then I ended up in Istanbul. Last night I was in Switzerland. I'm a traveler on these lands. Sitting on a boat going Santander. Cross the border to Morocco, Tangier. Next month shall be Pakistan. I'm a traveler on these lands. This morning I was chilling out in London. Then I ended up in Istanbul. Last night I was in Switzerland. I'm a traveler on these lands. Sitting on a boat going Santander. Cross the border to Morocco, Tangier. Next month shall be Pakistan. I'm a traveler on these lands.
Yeah, this life is definitely a journey. And it's not always going to be an easy one, but we have to stay strong. You know, we're all travelers in this life. We live like travelers. You know, we have to stay strong. They say coming to a time where holding on to our deen will be like holding on to hot coal. Alhamdulillah, I reached a stage in my journey where after traveling all around the world, I went to Africa, West Africa, Gambia. I met up with a good friend of mine called Abu Bakr. Shouts out to Abu Bakr Islam. We used to do Roadside to Islam together. You know, where we'd talk to the street kids about why they converted to Islam and try and share inspirational stories, especially for the born Muslims, who a lot of the time I found was running towards a life that we was running away from. And it never made sense. So we said, let's tell our stories about the life we're running away from and about the peace we found in Islam, so maybe it could be of benefit to them. So I met up with my old friend Abu Bakr Islam in the Gambia, and we went and visited some schools. And when we went and visited these schools and we came across so many orphans, we noticed major problems in the Gambia with the orphans, and people were being abused. And first we wanted to fix up these schools and donate some money. And then we said to ourselves, do you know what? Wouldn't it be amazing if we built our own school? So brothers and sisters, what we did is, after a year, we went around, took to Instagram, and all the people came together. That's why we call this organization the People's Charity. And we created Spot Project. And Spot Project was created, and we built a school, we built a masjid, and we managed to sponsor over 200 orphans. We built over 100 boreholes, and we now have an orphanage in the Gambia called the Spot Academy. So if anyone would like to make a donation or contribution towards Spot Academy, you can go to the link in my bio. My Instagram is Ashley Belal Chin, and Belal is spelled Belal. Ashley Belal Chin. So remember, guys, we're going to be running a live competition today. The phone line number is 0203-621-7590. And the first competition is, what does SPOT stand for? What does the charity SPOT stand for? If anyone could call in and tell me what SPOT stands for, then I have a gift for you. We have a book called Faith that is coming out. It's a great Eid gift. It's available on my website, ashleybelalchin.co.uk. Now, if anyone wants a book, you can go and purchase it, or you can call in and answer the question, what does SPOT stand for? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a track called Spot Project so you can understand how we feel about this. This is Spot Project by Muslim Belal. And you can also watch this one on YouTube, guys. And shouts out to all the orphans in Spot Academy, Marrow, Sulman.
Smile in the morning, counting my blessings. I was born with nothing, You gave me everything, now I don't.
This one's called Spot Project, and I'm sending this one out to all the orphans in Spot Academy. Paul Marrow, Bam Bam, Suleiman, Cherno, everyone, Sunkra,
I was born with nothing.
my brothers,
Gave me everything, now
Abu Bakr.
I don't ask for anything.
This one's called Spot Project.
For anything.
Take this one and listen to the words.
This life is not for me.
What a life. Watch us strive. We all want the same thing, happiness inside. So much ambition, people of pride. Like, we don't see there's beauty in simplicity. I see more happiness in them than I see in me. And they got less than you, and you got more than me. And we still want more and more, obviously. We continue like this, we're never gonna find peace. I know what it's like to have nothing. I was raised on the streets. Too much ego, too much arrogance, too much pride. We care more about the image than the hearts and the mind. Counting my blessing. I was born with nothing, and I know I die with nothing. So now I don't ask for nothing, don't need for nothing. He's enough for me. This life is not for me. We don't live for money, but we need money to live. I saw those kids, I felt like my kids. I used to complain about my family, but I got family to complain about. You know, we'd complain about our property, but they don't even have a house. You see, I've been traveling eyes open, witnessing this life like we never known. They're worried about food tomorrow. We're worried about getting a good picture on our phone. In us I see weakness, in them I see strength. We just post for a couple days, donate a few pence, then go back to the privilege. They forever live this, but you're depressed in a big house. Film yourself crying like you're suffering. Oh, that life must be so hard in that cozy bed you're lying in. Making plans for when you're older. They just pray to see tomorrow. Now they smile the biggest smiles for that small meal and that little play. They appreciate God's blessings for that one visit we made today. But we still complain, complain, complain. How ungrateful are we? Lift the blinds so we can see. When one child cries, the whole world cries. Or do we just stand by? Every child deserves to eat and sleep in a decent bed. If you see how happy he was with us, a little piece of bread. But we need everything. Every human deserves a fair chance at life. I wish to see a world where we live by divine values. We don't just take and live, we give back, show gratitude. But this wealth was given to us as a test. Are we happy as long as we live good? Can we ignore the rest? Live with meaning and purpose. Live with purpose, a life of meaning. You wanna die as a legend. Good deeds don't have no ceiling. Be a person of principles, self-discipline, live under strict rules. Care about the people, be kind to the people, assist the people, aid the people. There's gonna be a time when you need the people to care about you and assist you. Look after the people and God will look after you. This is Spot. Imagine we used to rap about all the things we got, bragging like we got a lot. If they got nothing, we got nothing. If they got no water, we got no water. If they can't sleep, we can't sleep. If they can't eat, we can't eat. See, we got nothing to brag about. This world is our home and our home's in a terrible state. Real. Be the change you want to see. Yesterday has passed, today be legendary. It's about leaving your legacy, guys. Start building, start giving. Bless Sana Kanjaria.
I was born with nothing.
We've got to build our house in paradise. There's nothing we need there in this place.
Don't ask for anything. Don't need for anything.
Why?
You're enough for me. This life is not for me. Smile in the morning. Counting my
Again, shouts out to my whole team at Spot Project.
Born with nothing.
Sister Mariam, Sister Ifra, my brother Belal, my brother Abu Bakr Islam.
Don't need for anything.
Everyone assisting and helping young Belal.
This life is not for me.
Brother Jamil. It's been a long journey, but you can check out what's going on my story.
You gave me everything. Now
we're supporting these orphans. You know, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever looks after the orphan will be like this with me on that day." And he put his two fingers together.
my blessings. I was born with nothing.
You know, we was born with nothing. Allah gave us everything.
Don't ask for anything. Don't need for anything. You're enough for me.
This life is not for me. So that one was Spot Project. You can catch that on the new album called Faith. Faith is available now on all digital networks. It's available to download, or you could go to my personal website, ashleybelalchin.co.uk. And please remember, guys, I spell Belal with a B-E-L-A-L. I know a lot of people spell it B-I. So I'd like to know who's locked in right now. Where are you in the world? Who is locked in? And remember, we're running a competition. What does SPOT stand for? SPOT is a charity. I nearly gave you the answer. SPOT is a charity that is set up by a few of us. It's the People's Charity, and we're doing a lot of work right now. If you'd like to support and see the work, you could go to the Instagram spot_project, or you go to my Instagram, Ashley Belal Chin, and check it out. Make a donation. The link is in my bio. So what does SPOT stand for? The first one to call in, the phone line is available on 0203 621 7590. Or maybe you just want to call in and wish a Ramadan Mubarak or a Eid Mubarak, because Eid is coming soon. We're in the last 10 nights. Maybe you want to send a shout out to someone, or maybe you want to share a story. We're here. The next track I'm going to play, a part of my journey when I first converted to Islam. It's crazy. You know what they said to me? I got a young brother in there. How old is this brother in the studio? He's 17. I got a young brother who's 17 in the studio. When I took my shahada, I was 19 years old. And I remember one of the first things they said is, yo, you're rapping. You love this music. You know, the music is haram, and you got to come away from the music. I said, it's going to be difficult to come away from the music, you know? And they said, yeah, it's haram. You can't. So I said, so what am I going to listen to when I'm driving in the car? And I remember I went to a bookshop, shout out to a bookshop called Zamzam. It was like Green Street, I think. It was far. And I bought a CD. It was a CD, and I played it in the car on the way back, and I was listening to it, and I was saying, yo, this sounds all right. I could listen to this. And it was a brother called Zayn Bika, all the way from South Africa. And I never forget that. And that was the first time I ever heard anything that was not like made with musical instruments. And it helped me, you know, on my journey. So alhamdulillah, I reached a stage in my life where I got to go to South Africa. I shared the stage with Zayn Bika, and we got to make something together. This is a remix. Take this one. This is on the new album Faith, and this is legendary. This is Mountains of Mecca by Zayn Bika featuring Muslim Belal. We had to do this one for the culture. This is legendary. Zayn Bika, the OG.
Oh, mountains of Mecca, what can you say of the day that Abraham passed your way? And he was instructed by God to build a house of peace where people pray, and they will come.
I remember you can download this one on the Faith album.
Camel and out of every ravine,
Zayn,
for the purpose of praising Allah.
Yo,
To
legendary.
glorify.
Here we go, Epi. Let's see if we can go live. Mountains of Mecca, a revelation came. And ever since that day, it's like everything changed. See, the angel said Ikra, although we couldn't read. And that message spread far and wide. It even reached me. See, I was just a street boy, and we don't live in no peace. We suffer from ignorance, sadness, and grief. On that council estate, so much was at stake. Then I came your way, labaik, Allahumma labaik. Mountains of Mecca, I'm standing on Safa. I'm thanking Allah for all those days and nights I used to suffer with no understanding. Now look where I'm standing. These white cloths cost me £20, but feel much better than any branding. So we had it so wrong, was lost for so long. Now I pray for my people, so much misguidance where I'm from. We just wanted happiness, but we looked in all the wrong places. We stayed on the surface, hearts are more attractive than faces.
Oh, mountains of Mecca, what can you say of the day that Abraham passed your way? And he was instructed by God to build a house of peace where people will pray, and they will come on every lean, camel and out of every ravine, for the
legend Zayn Beaker.
Allah to glorify.
You know, we used to grow up listening to this one, you know.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger.
Yeah, big shout out to Zayn Beaker. You know, we have to pay homage. One of the legends. So the phone line is available if anyone wants to make any calls. That is 0203 621 7590. You can come live. And the question we're asking is, what does SPOT stand for? So SPOT Project is a charity set up by some youngsters in London in 2016. And we're doing great work in the Gambia, and we're about to spread out to the rest of the world. But what does SPOT stand for? Call in if you know the answer. There is a prize ready to be given away. The book is called Faith by myself, Muslim Belal, Ashley Belal Chin. Also, if anyone don't know the answer and you want to purchase it, you could go to my website, ashleybelalchin.co.uk. So I was explaining before we played the track by Zayn Beaker to my youngster who's in the studio, who's only 17 years old. Alhamdulillah, this is what I love about Ramadan, you know. It's like we don't know time. It's 12:30 at night and a 17-year-old is out, no problem, because the night is so valuable during Ramadan. You know, we're doing Taraweeh, and then people are out on the streets drinking tea, spending time with their family. Children are out, and then we're doing Qiyam, the night prayers, and then waiting up for Suhoor to eat it. So there's no time when it's Ramadan. It's a beautiful time. And we're now in the special days. This is the last 10 days. And one of these odd nights could be Laylatul Qadr. So maximize your rewards these last 10 days and maximize your ibadah and your worship. And, you know, take advantage of this. As it's like, woe beyond the person who sees Ramadan and who don't take advantage of it, don't benefit from it. So before, I was saying that the Zayn Beaker track helped me a lot when they told me when I was young that we couldn't listen to music. And when I was young, you know, it's hard. We have so much desires, and it's hard to just stay focused and stay on the straight path. And this religion comes with so many rules, and you think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's going to be difficult. And a lot of us youngsters need alternative. They need something to keep them occupied. So shouts out to all the youth clubs like the Yasin Youths and the SPOT projects that are creating alternatives for young people, you know, to deal with, the Knowledge College, all of these organizations helping young people stay off the streets, because this dunya attracts you and it can distract you. And I made this next track that I'm about to play is representing that dunya, how it can distract you and take you off the straight path, and how holding on to your deen can become like holding on to hot coal. But we must not let this dunya take us. This track is one of my favorites, and I called it Layla, aka the dunya. This one's also all available on YouTube right now.
Forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my shortcomings. Forgive me for my wrongdoings. Forgive me, forgive me. There's a lack of love in this household. All those hugs from my mum when I was young, I don't outgrow. Yeah. Now I'm all alone, trying to find a diamond in this bucket full of stones. I'm unhappy in this home. Like, nothing makes me happy. Like, continuously feeling empty. I see those bright eyes lighting up the city. They're calling me and tempting me. See. My mum warned me against her. My sister told me, bro, don't go near her. And the brothers tell me, you cannot trust her. And the scriptures tell me men will ask after her. Let me introduce you to Layla. See, I wrote this on a Friday. I was the 9th of December. I was feeling vulnerable. Life weren't really going well. Layla started to hit me up. She understood, she could tell. Looking at her history, I see many came before me. And I ain't got no game. She just understood my story. She really started comforting, supporting me on my grind. I sleep with her at the night time, waking up to her sunshine. She looked me in my eyes. I say, promise you'll never lie. She replied, till the day you die, I'll be always at your side. So now I'm out here with my hoodie up, and I'm walking in this cold. I got Layla by my side, ride or die, you know the code. Gun underneath my coat, I got a sweat up on my palms. It's all eyes on me, cause this relationship's haram. But I'm walking with my chest out, I'm proud to call her mine. They're just jealous of what we got, cause they know that Layla fine. They try to tell me don't get caught up, she been doing this for years. But I got them hard ears, so this is gonna end in tears. And that's exactly what it did when she played me for a fool. Can't believe I see her with him after me and him was cool. And she's trying to butter me up like, babe, it's not even like that. Just because you see him all over my story on my Snapchat, trying to draw me back. And she keeps calling out my name, but I'm avoiding her calls. I ain't got time for none of these games. It's always the same. I just wish I learned sooner. Let me introduce you to Layla, aka the Dunya. Forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my wrongdoings. Forgive me for my shortcomings. Forgive me. Alhamdulillah, this is one of my favorite tracks. Layla, aka the Dunya, available on YouTube to listen to. Guys, no one ain't called in yet with the competition. What does SPOT stand for? SPOT Project is the charity that we're raising money to help the orphans in West Africa, the Gambia. Go to my Instagram, Ashley Belal Chin, and make a donation. The link is in my bio. I've got something special for you guys at the end of the show. I want to play something brand new, something I done with a young artist who was big in the music industry and he stopped for the sake of Allah. Recently, we met up in Mecca. I was doing Umrah and we met up in Mecca and, you know, we was talking about faith. And then I saw a poem that he done and we went to the studio and the rest is history. And we made a track called Faith to Faith. So I want to share that track with you guys, but not till the end. Phone line. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing, my brother?
Alaikum. Alhamdulillah, yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I am well.
So I wanted to answer this question for the competition.
You wanted to answer the question?
For the competition, yeah.
For the competition. Okay, so the question was, for those listening, it was about the charity SPOT project who are doing work in the Gambia, and I asked anyone could answer what the SPOT stand for. Do you believe you got the answer, brother?
I think so, inshallah.
Where are you calling from?
Based in Leicester.
In Leicester, yeah? Okay, give me the answer then. What's the answer?
So the answer is supporting people of tomorrow.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. You got the right answer, my brother. Supporting the people of tomorrow.
Alhamdulillah. But you know, I heard you were giving a prize.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, inshallah, say that whoever the next person is to call in and whether they've got the answer or not, that I'd like to give the prize to them.
We'd like to donate the prize to the next caller. MashaAllah. So you hear that, listeners? Whoever the next caller is, this caller has happened to say that he's willing to donate the prize to the next caller. So they don't even have to get the question right. So the next caller.
If they're listening right now, I want them to pick up the phone, call in, inshallah,
okay,
and have a conversation and then share their thoughts and feelings, and they can have the prize, inshallah.
Okay, so that is a book called Faith by myself. Will be on its way to the next caller without having to answer any questions. All they're gonna have to do is give the team your name and address, and it will be sent out to you. All right, then, my brother. Thank you very much for your call and well done. Supporting the people of tomorrow is the correct answer and is the meaning of Spot. And this is the aim and ambition of Spot Project, is to support the people of tomorrow. You know, when we go outside and we see our youngsters, a lot of the time we like to complain about the way they live their life or about the things we see them doing. But are we providing anything, any alternatives for them? Are we providing anything for them to do better? Or are we just pointing fingers and complaining? So Spot Project was set up to support these people of tomorrow. The youngsters are the leaders of tomorrow. And a lot of them are carrying a lot of problems, trauma, depression, mental health. So we need to support them. So support Spot Project and support the people of tomorrow. And well done to the last caller. And the next caller will be getting a free copy of the Faith book by myself, Muslim Belal. And I once got a call from a youngster. It wasn't a call, it was actually a message on Instagram. And he was only about 12 years old. And he was saying to me, he wants to take his own life. A young Muslim boy saying he wanted to take his own life in the messages. And I couldn't believe it. I was saying, what is wrong? How is things? And he's saying that he feels let down. He's invisible in his household. And his mum is a single parent. And she's too busy with the other children, the older kids and the younger kids, because he was a middle child. And it was a long, long conversation. And he says he feels let down by the uncles. I'll never forget, he said, my uncles let me down. And one of my tracks, alhamdulillah, I managed to get through to him, but one of my tracks I made called Real Life was regarding this situation. So you guys could take this in. This is called Real Life. This is real life. Our youngsters are going through a lot. We need to support them.
To find happiness in the heart if you don't have a relationship with the one who created the heart.
I said, how do you expect to find happiness in the heart if you don't have a relationship with the one who created the heart? You will never find inner peace. This one's called Real Life by myself.
This is real life. I just landed from a flight. As I came in, I think I just might bang out my prayer on his seat. See, it's all eyes on me. I'm a stranger in this world. This is the life of MB. You see, this prayer's like saving me from my own destruction. Without this, how do I even function? Man out here making their own decisions. They don't even turn to Allah for assistance. Got no resistance. You fell victim to your own desire. Then you feel bad. Then you do good. Then you're trying to go back. Living life on a roller coaster. She says she wants to please Allah, posing like the girl on a poster. A man will never learn till it's over, till it's too late. Behaving like a rude boy but speaking like a sheikh is a crazy world where everybody suffers in silence. So much killing I became immune to the violence. This is real life. Everybody's acting like they're woke, but the actions don't match none of the words that they quote. I spoke from the heart and I touch hearts all over the globe. I had to learn all them things I didn't know. Woke up to an alert on my phone. He said he doesn't want to live this life no more. He's only 12 years old. He said he feels let down by the community. Can't rely on his uncles, and his dad left his mum on her own. That's one case out of 100. Yearly turned to thousands, million problems to solve, yet we're here still clowning. 100 people's around him, still feeling lonely, nobody understanding the pain that he's holding, but he smiles every time that he's posting. He shows the world the best part. Allah's the only one that really knows him. Half of the world's just posing while the cameras are on, and when they're off, the breakdown's loading. I took off from Rome on a private jet. I didn't snap it at all. I guess it's different when you live it for real. You see, there's different ways of earning respect and attracting attention. I pray my heart's much bigger than my check. So much things that I can't even mention. Some things I regret, some I'm grateful for learning a lesson. Nobody's faith safe. You think heaven's like a booking and you can just reserve your place. You gotta work hard and protect your heart till you go to the grave. This world meets no man halfway. I said the world meets no man halfway. I get down and pray. There's an effect from the words that you say. You like to humiliate people too much. I'd rather give them a hug and be rewarded for encouraging love. Cause the world meets no man halfway. I get down and I pray, and that's the same on a good or bad day. This is real life. You find it hard to be yourself, trying to please everybody else. Great expectations of this world, looking like you're winning, but internally you fell. This is real life. Pressures of a man. This is real life. They find it hard to understand. This is real life. We ain't allowed to show no weakness. Crying when alone, but in a crowd you're the strongest. This is real life. You find it hard to be yourself. This is real life. Trying to please everybody else. This is real life. Great expectations of this world, looking like you're winning, but internally you fell. This is real life. Pressures of a man. This is real life. They find it hard to understand. This is real life. We ain't allowed to show no weakness. Crying when alone, but in a crowd you're the strongest. This is real life. This is real life. This is real life.
Real life. It's a real sad one, guys. Real life, real life, real life. So remember to check in on people. You never know who is suffering in silence. You know, some people may seem like they're fine, but behind closed doors, they're going through a lot. So check in on your loved ones. Make dua for your loved ones and for your friends and your neighbors. You know, verily, we are not true believers till we want for our brother what we want for ourselves. And no one will enter paradise unless you are true believers. So make sure we're looking out for each other and we're doing the things to lift each other up. One of the things I noticed, and I spoke about it a lot, was amongst the Muslims, there was always a lot of bad commentary and always speaking down about each other. And I was very shocked about these kind of things, because what I learned when I was looking into this faith was that we have to like look out for each other, lift each other up. You know, no one will enter paradise unless they're a true believer, and you're not a true believer unless you want for your brother what you'd want for yourself. So let's be mindful of these things, you know. So remember, the next caller that calls in, the faith book is available for you, as our last caller has agreed to donate it. So just have to call in, give your name and address, and it's available to you. The landline is currently down, so the phone line that you're going to call through to is 07403 659 011. If you have any questions, any comments or concerns or anything, just call 07403 659 011. It's the last 10 days of Ramadan. Let's have a chat. Maybe you're on the roads driving home from Taraweh. Maybe you want to call in and just tell me what you're having for suhoor tonight. Or maybe you want to call in and tell me what you had for iftar yesterday. Or maybe you want to call in and invite me for iftar tomorrow. But the number is 07403 659 011. I've got a challenge though. I've been doing poetry for so many years and I'm coming to my retirement stage. You know, I'm getting old. So I want to know, who's the new poet? Who's the new Muslim Belals out there? Who's the new poets? Who's going to be taking over? If there's any new poets, call in. Maybe you could drop a poem over the phone. We can hear you live on Ramadan FM. So call in if you're a new poet and you fancy yourself and you've got some lyrics. Keep it clean. Is it going to be something about Ramadan, about fasting, about, you know, world peace, anything positive? Call in with your poem. The phone line is 07403 659 011. And while we're waiting for this poem, I'm going to play one of my favorite poems. And this is called Therapy. And it's like, I would say one of my favorite from my new album. Yo. Now I'm gonna go along with this one. Therapy.
All of that pain
All of that pain once endured
from a life
before
should have had me
really should have had us broken, beaten down.
Takes a
You
real
see, it takes a real man to turn it around.
From
all those struggles we cried, but now
made it
life. We turn our mess into a message.
From a life before,
The place we come from
should have had me broken.
1212. Hello. Is there a caller on the line? Caller, we're gonna call you back. If we just lost you, we're calling you back. 1212.
Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Have I got the right number? Is this the Ramadan radio?
Yeah, you're through live to Ramadan Radio. What's your name, my brother?
Yes, MB. Yo, it's Malik, bro. Malik Adam from the workshop, bro.
Malik Adam. This is one of the poems that Spot Project supported. You came down to the first Spot Project creative writing workshop. Am I correct?
Yeah, man.
How you been, my brother?
Alhamdulillah, bro. What you saying, MB? How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just here live on this Ramadan FM. You know what, Malik? I just done a call out. I wanted to know who's the next poet, who's going to be good. So have you got something you want to share with the people?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling in, bro. Wanted to share a little poem with you, man.
You know, Malik, like our listeners want to hear some realness. You know, this is real. Let them know where you're from. What's your background, bro?
Yeah, so I'm from Manchester, bro. Money. And my background is Pakistani, bro. So I'm British.
And what age group are you?
19, just turned 20, bro, last week. I almost forgot, man.
He's going to say 19. So this is 19, the year I took my Shahada. He just turned 20 last week. This is Malik. So this is one of our youngsters from the streets of Manchester. And what's your poem about? Is this your just thoughts and feelings, your heart, what's real to you?
What I mean, bro, I just dropped a track called Right From Wrong recently.
Yeah.
So I was just going to do a verse.
Let's hear it, bro.
From that, bro.
Let's hear it. We've got another call coming through, but let's hear it. We're going to give you a minute to win it, my bro, yeah?
All right, come. Yo, what's going on? Have you seen? This war been selling a dream. So our time to the archive all started with Adam and Eve when Satan deceived. Were they naive? Temptation to eat from the tree. Could you believe how could that happen? But damn right now it's all the creed. See, back then you used to hold this hate. Or was it just fear? My creator, he the most great. Yeah, his help, it was always near. Still, man, be ever ungrateful for chasing desires, whispered in ears. The devil's a liar, my enemy's clear. Head on the ground, sin disappears. I'm not perfect, trying my best. We got to see through the trials and stress. When you feel like life is a mess, remember someone's out there with less. Never content, want more. But tell me what you gain, that's yours. Chasing wealth, lust and power. No energy for the poor. See, everything in life is temporary. You probably heard that before. Still, how many men don't deep it, let it sink right to the core, abide by the law, and I can assure good in this world and blessing galore. So keep that thought when you're down on the floor. Don't stop even when you can't take anymore. That's the first verse, bro.
MashaAllah, Allahumma barak. It's my brother Malik from Manchester calling in. Only just turned 20 years old, and speaking that wisdom. If you take in what he's saying, he said, never content, always wanting more. Ain't that the haq? Ain't that the truth, bro? This is how we are. This is mankind. Always wanting more. No matter what they have, they always looking for more and more and more. They'll never be happy. Like
that's
a donkey chasing his tail. I love that, my bro, Malik. I love that. Make sure you're ready. Keep me up, bro. Make sure you're ready to come and link me. I must admit, you're one of the best poets I've heard from your age group, bro. I want to get you on something. We got to work together. You definitely impressed me. I've been telling everyone at the academy about Malik that came down and ripped it. So we're gonna work soon, and I got a video getting recorded, edited, prepared from that day as well for you soon. Yeah. All right, we'll speak soon, my brother Malik. Nice one. All right, have a good Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, I think we had another caller. We're just going to try and contact this other caller. And if you want to call in, remember the phone line is 07403 659 011. 07403 659 So, ladies and gentlemen, we're live on Ramadan FM. The phone line is 07403 659 011. That was Malik, you was just listening to from Manchester, giving us some positive, inspirational bars. He said, mankind is never content, always wanting more. This is a young 20-year-old out there. If you're a youngster out there and you want to call in and share some lyrics with us, or you just want to say Ramadan Mubarak, call in. The number is 07403 659 011. Wa alaikum salam. Caller, you're live.
Yes, Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr.
Yes.
How are you doing, Abu Bakr?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
From London?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you want to say to me, Abu Bakr? How are you feeling today? How's this Ramadan treating you?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I've survived the London life without going broke.
Alhamdulillah.
So, mashallah, I call it achievable.
Mashallah. Mashallah.
I heard I could win some prizes.
Say that. You want to win a prize?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, what you have to do is we need to take down your name and address, and a faith book will be on its way to you. But I want to ask you a question. What does SPOT stand for? Let me see if you've been listening.
Allah.
You haven't been listening?
Okay. SPOT, yeah. What does SPOT stand for, yeah? That's a great question.
What is SPOT?
It's a charity.
SPOT is a charity, okay. And what do we do?
Yeah. You was again build madrasas and schools for orphans.
MashaAllah. All right, listen, Abu Bakr, somehow make sure text the phone line number, your name and address, and we'll get a book out to you, the faith book, yeah?
Inshallah.
Thanks for calling, my brother, yeah? And have a great last 10 days, and make sure you seek benefit from it, my youngster Abu Bakr. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes,
so remember, guys, that is a faith book on his way to Abu Bakr. SPOT is a charity set up. It stands for supporting the people of tomorrow. We're building orphanages and schools and providing boreholes. If you'd like to make a donation, go to my Instagram. That's Ashley Belal Chin, Belal Chin. And the link's in my bio. You can check out our work, SPOT_project. So the phone line, 07403 659 011. We don't have much long left. I'm looking for the youngsters. This show is for the youth. Anyone on their way home. You know, Ramadan is a time where we don't know time. So youngsters are still out on the road at 1 o'clock in the morning, driving home from Tarawih or driving on their way to pray some. We've got another call. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Caller, can you hear me?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Alaikum salam.
What would you like to say, my bro? You got anything you want to share with us today?
The SPOT prize.
The SPOT prize. You've just missed out, my brother Muhammad. We just gave it to someone who just called in already.
Oh.
But if you'd like to send a Ramadan Mubarak to anyone in your family, where are you calling from? How old are you?
London.
You're from London. What kind of age group are you? 19, 20, 21?
15.
15. MashaAllah, Allahumma barak. Well, make sure you have a good Ramadan. This is what I've just been talking to them about. If I can ask you one question before you go.
Okay.
SPOT stands for supporting the people of tomorrow. What could we do better as an older generation to support people like you who are 15 years old in the streets of London?
Support them more.
You need more support, yeah?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, it's a good enough answer, my bro. We'll take it into consideration. Thank you for your call, bro. Yeah? And have a good last 10 days, and may you benefit from it. Assalamu alaikum. You see, this is what it's all about. We got the youth on the phone. I got young Abu Bakr, Muhammad, these Malik. Everyone's 19, 20, 15 years old. We have to support these people. SPOT stands for supporting the people of tomorrow, and this is what we're all about. SPOT Project. Go to my Instagram, Ashley Belal Chin, and get through. Make a donation to SPOT Project. Yo, this is therapy. As a youngster,
Therapy.
this is what a lot of us need.
All of that pain,
We're getting ready for the next call.
from my life
before. Caller, are you live? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How you doing?
Alhamdulillah, good.
What's your name? Where you calling from, my bro?
My name's Hussein and I'm calling from East London.
East London, my brother Hussein. What age?
Mashallah,
What age?
enjoying your show, bro.
Enjoying
your show, mashallah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Is there anything you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to share?
Alhamdulillah, all the people that have got to know about sport today, through what you're sharing, so people can get involved and be aware of sport, the good work they're doing.
Yeah.
Also, you mentioned about inviting you. I wanted to invite you next week, Tuesday.
Next week, Tuesday.
To do a charity appeal for us. Join us for Iftar, inshallah, on a live TV show. Is that possible?
Where is it, my brother?
It's going to be in Channel S, which is in Walthamstow.
Walthamstow.
It's about burial, Muslim burials and Eden care. It's a charity project where very little awareness is amongst the Muslims.
You know what? This is important, because we're all gonna die, and it's like we forget.
Exactly.
Who's gonna wash our bodies? Who's gonna sort out our burial? Who's gonna move our bodies? Who's gonna take them to the graveyard and deal with the whole procedure?
That's it.
It's very, very important.
Care and Muslim burial are doing a great job looking after the community of the Muslims and non-Muslims after care.
Yeah.
It would be great to have you on.
Okay, maybe we can definitely arrange something, my brother. I need to if you could text this phone line, text it your details, bro. Because text it your details and I'll be in touch with you, because it's definitely something we could work together soon, inshallah. Yeah. Barakallah fi.
Bless you and reward you.
I mean, and yourself, bro. Remember me in your du'as. This is very important what the brother was saying. The Muslim burial. Let's not forget about these people that are organizing and arranging and taking care of our loved ones when they pass away. Very, very, very serious issue. So we got another caller. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How you doing?
All right, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. What's your name, my brother?
My name is Muhammad Talia.
MashaAllah. Where you calling from?
Yeah.
London?
Yeah, my boy Abu Bakr gave me the number.
Oh, Abu Bakr gave you the number?
Yeah.
So how old are you, my bro?
I'm 17.
17. So
I'm one of the regulars in Yassin Youth. I know you know them.
See, Yassin Youth. This is like the youth show right now, because I was talking about, I took my Shahada at 19 years old. And I know it's not easy for the youngsters on the road. And like sometimes we get looked down upon and keep getting told we need to do better. We need to do this. We need to do that. I got an organization called Spot Project I've been talking about. And Spot stands for supporting the people of tomorrow. You're one of our leaders of tomorrow, one of our bosses of tomorrow, one of the imams of tomorrow, or whatever it could be of tomorrow. So I want to know, like, how can we support you more?
How can I support what, sorry?
How could we support you more? As a 17-year-old, what can the community do to support you more?
I can't lie. I think what you could do more, or not only you, but like as a Muslim community, as a ummah, I think the best thing to do is like give fun talks to the kids, because not all of them know about their deen. A lot of them go out, they smoke, a lot of them show the wrong friends and stuff like that, and then a lot of them like they'll fast and then they won't fast and stuff like that. It's just like hanging around the right friends. And I think it's just like with Yassin Youth, they open the place where everyone can come, show and can learn about Allah and you be with the right friends. And I think there needs to be a lot more youth centers like that around London and around the whole UK as well, because there's a lot of boys just mixing with the wrong people, and that's where the trouble's happening, innit? You get me?
Yeah, no, you're 100%
I
right.
can say from experience, but I'm not going to go into that, innit?
Yeah. No, I get you, bro, man. I get you. And you're 100% right. That's why earlier in the show I was sending a shout out to organizations like Yasin Youth and all the organizations that are helping the young people and giving them an alternative, because it's easy to say to a young person, stay off the streets or don't go to this place or don't go to that place. But where are you telling them to go then? Is it like we need to create an alternative? So shouts out to all the organizations that are providing an environment and a space that our young people can go to and still enjoy themselves and have some benefit at the same time, you know, places like Yasin Youth and all of these youth organizations. And we need more of it. You're right. We need more of it all across the country. You know?
You do, trust me.
Definitely. Are you a poet or anything, bro?
I'm not a poet.
Nah, because some people have been calling in sharing some poetry. So I didn't know, maybe you was a poet and you wanted to share something.
I'm a footballer, bro.
Oh, football. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, maybe one day we'll arrange a football match. Yasin Youth versus Spot Project.
There, man.
All right, we'll arrange it. The Yasin Youth versus the Spot Project Youth.
We've got our team, man. We're active.
All right. We'll see how it goes. I will enjoy the rest of the show, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, take care, my bro. Assalamu alaikum. So we're sending a shout out to all the young people all over the world. You know, it's not easy. We're supporting the people of tomorrow. This is Muslim Belal taking over Ramadan FM with Spot Project. And remember, make a donation to Spot Project by going to my Instagram. That's Ashley Belal Chin. It's Belal spelled Belal.
Takes a real man to turn it around.
It takes a real man to turn it around.
Struggles I cry.
And that's what we're doing. Therapy.
Let's start the year with a bang. The last decade went well. Let's continue the plan. Yeah. I was rolling with the robbers and the shotters. Now I'm rolling with the scholars and the students. This ain't Nasheeds, this is Champions League. This is greatness only. I'm on the winning team. I stopped my education at my GCSE. I started this dedication at the age of 19. Could have picked up a gun when I hit the streets. Instead, I picked up a book and I started to read. While they're busy on the internet, laughing at memes, posting quotes they don't live by. Doing your dreams. During the week they act deep, but if you see them on the weekend, lost can't swim, drowning in the deep end. I'm doing real life preparation to die. We lived enough already, now we're aiming for the sky. Allah, I need you now even more than I needed you then. I'm an adult now, that means I got less friends, and I'm more alone, and I'm feeling closer to the end, closer to the grave. But I'm thankful for this way, for this new life. You find more power in a dua than a knife, more justice in a prayer than a fight, more peace in your days and nights. Walk in a straight line rather than the girl you're just looking for a wife. This is real man business. To survive these real times, have faith. Some of the best men came from the worst crime. Watching the world pass. Look how time flies. We grew up with nothing. We were still the cool guys on the estate wall, making future plans. We was young and ambitious with the world in our hands. We was living with no fear, living with no care, confident introverts, big presence everywhere. This is South London and we was SMS. We had to step it up. We was faced with a test. We wasn't the best of men, but we had some clean hearts. We had brotherhood coming from the worst parts. If it all ends today, what can I say? When that time came, we stood up in the mosque and we prayed. And when that month came, we fasted on those long summer days. We prayed our best hand from a bad card came. Real talk, I'm proud of this journey so far, but I know I can do better. So it's time to go hard. No more Muslim Belal like it's just a stage name. No more
phone call coming through. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How you doing, my brother?
Alhamdulillah. You know, I heard you call out for some poets.
Yeah. I was just getting into it. You a poet?
You know, actually, I met you a long time ago at an event, and I actually did some spoken word before you performed, and I thought, okay, if I can remember it, I can do it now, inshallah.
Okay, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Fahim. I'm in London at the moment.
Fahim in London. Okay, let's have it, Fahim. Keep it clean.
Hatred consumes your soul, and even though you are blessed with such sight, it's the plight of your mind that makes you blind like the night. God's creations are complex, you can't define them by type, yet you persist and insist to stereotype and categorize. So what is life? Not a game you ought to be playing with, yet governments and soldiers go Call of Duty on playing kids. 1 minute at the beach, next thing he's lying there dead, and a ball at his feet turns into a bullet in his head, and we say we cry. Or we cry for Gaza, Syria, Palestine, and we're all over Facebook decrying war crimes, but when push comes to shove, we've left them all alone. Because do you really think about them in the comfort of your home, in the comfort of your bed? Does your heart fill with dread? Or are you smiling and laughing with the Kardashians instead? Open your eyes. Ignorance is not bliss. Children are dying. How can we be ignorant to this? Tears streaming, kids bleeding, mom screaming, and dad's pleading. But it's all right because they've been promised the gardens of Eden. But that is not enough. The promise of heaven tomorrow does not justify living in hell today. I know it's not enough for me to know that the perpetrators will have hell to pay, not when I know that we can make a change and it's so easy. We just got to ease the hate. So stop stereotyping, stop categorizing. You're not the American police, so why are you racially profiling? This has to stop. Because if we don't, then we've left the children of war-torn countries alone. How can we ever start fighting for them if we can't unite our own homes?
Whew. Love how you ended that, bro. Powerful. How can we ever start fighting for them if we can't even control what's going on in our own homes? It reminds me of a verse I had in a track called Rise Up. I said, we hate on the people, we hate on each other more than the people hate on us. We need rehabilitation. We need more than just to rise up. Sending our broadcast to our women, telling them they need to be careful when our brother's in his house beating his wife up till she's tearful. MashaAllah, bro. Powerful words, powerful words. You know, like, it's something we learn in this psalm. It says, how come Allah will not change the condition of a people until we change the condition within ourselves? So there's a lot of wisdom in what you just said, you know? I think we lost him, but mashallah, great poetry from the last caller. Shouts out to him. And anyone else who wants to call in, we're coming to the end of the show. A few minutes left. This is Muslim Belal, Ashley Belal Chin with Spot Project live on Ramadan Radio. And the phone line is 07403 659 011. Time to use this position. Yeah. Let's get back into this second verse. Therapy. Ready or not, death's gonna come for me. Somebody's son pointing their gun at me. Literally, or is it gonna take me in my sleep? Visit me any day this week, unexpectedly. Catch me without a warning. I started my day off with a prayer this morning. Then I stepped out clean. This life looks glorious, but the pain's unseen. I've been notorious since 1993 in the ghetto. The problem is they don't know when it's time to let go. I told him anything that costs you your deen is too expensive. Carrying real trauma from the streets and the trenches. Found my escape reading these books in a peaceful place. You ever tasted the sweetness of faith? Could have went back and built a drug line. Went forward, built an orphanage for the orphans. It's game time, I call this round 3. The first round were the streets, the second round was the dean. Young, judgmental and extreme. People are hardly the same as they seem. Last week, should have seen what I seen. Young treasure, got influenced by your influencer. Started TikToking and press stopping, low dropping, searching for happiness in the wrong places. Caller, you're live.
Assalamu alaikum, is that brother Muslim Belal?
Speaking, wa alaikum salam. How you doing, my bro?
Alhamdulillah, good. I'm the brother that sorted out the floor outside the masjid.
Oh, mashallah, Al Cole for London.
Yeah, how was it?
I didn't check it yet, but I was bigging you up. Did you see on my story?
No, not yet, bro.
Yeah, I said shouts out to the brother on my way to the radio station.
So I don't know if I might have given you the wrong side. If anything, just shout out and sort it out, inshallah.
This is the beauty of Islam. I was on my way to the radio station to do this set, and I saw some brothers outside the masjid, and they said, bro, can we stop you for a second? I said, my time is short. And they said, we have a gift for you. So I've got the box in front of me, and I'm unpackaging it now. And wow, mashallah, this looks very nice. It's a black phobe, packaged very well. It's by Al Kawthar London. Their Instagram is AL-Kawthar, spelled Kawtharldn. Al Kotha, London. And it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, my brother. It doesn't look too big. I'd say this is the perfect size. I'd say this is the perfect size from the looks of things, bro.
That's good, bro.
So you might see me wearing this on Eid.
That's good, bro. Hope you enjoy it.
Inshallah.
Keep up the good work. Everything you're doing, mashallah. Really inspiring people out there, bro.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. And may Allah reward you and have a beautiful Ramadan. And may Allah increase your business, inshallah.
Amen. Keep up in your door on these last nights as well, bro. You're in ours.
Definitely these important times. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. All right. Wa alaikum salam. Take care. You know, the crazy thing is, like, when the more you give, the more you receive. So this brother just gave away of one of his phobes, and it looks like it's very high-end quality. And the truth is, I think that gift, him being so giving to just give something away, will probably increase his business more, and they probably receive more. So that's a little tip from me to you guys. You know, whatever you give, you will always receive back more. So one of the last tracks I'm going to play on this show today, The Takeover by Muslim Belal and Ramadan FM. I think they asked me what made me become a Muslim when I recently done a tour. And the truth is, the answers are all in this track.
How could I not believe in God? Look how much I gained after everything I lost. How could I not place my trust in something that knows us better than we know us? How could I not pray and give thanks? After all of those mistakes, he still gave me chance after chance. You see, before birth, it was darkness. And after death, we always thought it'd be the same. But the soul is separate from the body, and after life, the soul shall remain. They say then unto God we shall return, as is from him we all came. Some question, does he even exist? What's understood need not be explained. But we ain't people of understanding, we're people of living and ignoring. Let's ignore the reality so we can enjoy the fantasy. Fantasy is all it is when you don't enjoy it actually. A people of pretenders. Let's pretend we're filled with happiness, smiling on the outside while inside filled with sadness. How can you find peace in the heart? How can you find peace in the heart if you don't have a connection with the one who created the heart? We can worship the clothes and we can worship the cars, but we don't worship the one who created the moon and the stars. It's crazy when you look at life. I grew up poor, so I was generally unhappy. And the media let us believe that success was in materials and money. So we praise those who have the most. We look up to them and label them celebrities. Wishing we had a life like theirs, while they're wishing they had a life of simplicity. They spend a life trying to avoid the cameras. We spend our time trying to be in front of them. We praise them for their beauty and their talent while we ignore the God that created them. That's like thanking the waitress that brings the meal, but disregarding the chef. That's like praising the beauty of a building, but not the architect. You're amazed by the brain of the designer of the aeroplane. What about the designer of a bird or a brain? Sad reality, we become a nation that don't worship the creator, but we worship his creations. Have you ever been to the mountains? Go to the mountains, stand upon them, ponder on them. Look at the clouds that hover over them. Look at the sky. Try and understand the life of the birds that fly. Look at the sea. Watch the fish swim, the shark spin and the jumping dolphin. Listen to the roaring sounds of the jungle, elephants and lions. Anyone with intelligence can see the signs. Animals and mankind, heavens and earth. How could two people come together and bring about a child's birth? Mad. Now what's that life worth? They just play, study and work, but that play ain't even satisfying. We're all depressed and unsatisfied, and this work ain't even sufficient. Nobody's content with their current position, continuously searching for more and more and more, but we don't know what we're searching for. I made a study about what we study. It troubled me because honestly, most of it was worthless. That's why we live our life without knowing our true purpose. They taught us science but didn't teach us science. They taught us history but didn't teach us history. That was all from the wrong perspective and too selective. I didn't learn religion in RE. They can't modify me. I'm more Malcolm than Michael. I stay with a character delightful, but the brain's always serious. Focus on what's in front of us, seeing past the nights and days, looking ahead to when we fall and then raise. I can't live without praise. Don't praise me, praise the one that made me. Praise the one that made it all. None of this could ever come about by chance. Look at the planets in the galaxy. This world would end, be their one collision, but they orbit the sun in a perfect fashion. Imagine life without God. Imagine life without God. We was broke, prayed for money, then the door knocked. We were scared, prayed for safety, then the car stopped. And when it didn't, we kept the faith and saw the benefits another day. We trust God's wisdom, so we accept his decision. They question and end up in deeper depression. Don't be like them. You are the company of your friend. The truth is, we don't want to believe it. We're scared of what we don't know. We're comfortably lost. We don't want to ruin it. And we would be forced to if we'd seen it. And the truth is, we see it every day. But we blind play like that's the easier way. How can you not praise the God that created everything you admire? The ruler of the heavens and the fire. You stay silent when the universe is expanding. Can't count the stars or fathom your surroundings. You make noise when your favorite player scores a goal. But what's that compared to the universe and a black hole? You act like God's power is just a made-up story. Split the atom and you'll understand his glory. God is perfect without any flaw. Gratitude, forgiveness, forever opening mercy's door. Even if he gave you nothing, even after everything, he didn't give you nothing more. He is still worthy of worship through good times and the hardship. Humble yourself before you get humbled. God is the greatest without any doubt. Don't act like you created yourself inside and out. Everything comes from him. Our wealth, this world, everything. Don't be blind. Look how we're designed. Our eyes, our hair, 4 fingers and a thumb. The heart, the liver, the lungs. God's plan is better than anyone's. When turbulence hits a plane or that boat hits a wave, watch how fast they call his name. After everything they say, when life's at stake, even a disbeliever starts to pray. How can we not believe in God? Don't look at all the things we could have. Look at everything we got. And when the night and day is over, and we're raised up,
We return to him.
we return to him. We face our creator. Pray today before it's too late.
So when turbulence hits a plane or that boat hits a wave, and everything's at stake, look how fast they call his name. Even a disbeliever starts to pray. Pray today before it's too late. This is one thing we have no option with. Make sure you're all praying your salah. There is no excuse not to be praying. No matter how many sins you carry. Someone once said to me, he's too dirty to pray. He does too much wrong. He's not clean enough. I said, bro, there's no too dirty to pray. Then if that's how dirty we are, then you need to pray even more. That's how we're gonna get cleaned up. The last one I was gonna play. It's called The Signs by myself, Muslim Belal. It's been a pleasure to be here with you on this Ramadan FM tonight after our Taraweeh prayer live in London. I want to say thank you to everyone who was listening. And please go to Ashley Belal Chin Instagram, click the link in my bio, make a donation to Spot Project. We're supporting the people of tomorrow. That's what we are. You heard most schools that came in tonight were from young people. We've got an orphanage out in Gambia. We've got the orphans out in Egypt. We are supporting the people of tomorrow. This is Spot Project. The Instagram is spot_project. If you want to see the work, you want to make a donation, do it today. Link in my bio, Ashley Belal Chin. If you like any of the poems or the tracks you heard today, you can also download them. New album is called Life, and it's available everywhere. Or you could purchase the book called Faith, which has all the poems in it, available from ashleybelalchin.co.uk. Is it the last 10 days of Ramadan? Time of mercy, time of forgiveness. The doors of mercy are open. Make sure you're praying in the later part of the night. When Allah comes down to the lower parts of the heaven and He's asking, what is it that my slaves, my servants want from me? Who is awake? Do not be asleep at these times and miss out on these rewards. Benefit from these times. So enjoy these last 10 days of Ramadan, everyone. And may we have a blessed Eid if we manage to reach it and see it. Your brother Muslim Belal signing out. Salamu alaikum. Ooh.